If you've been trying to break into medical sales and it feels like every job wants 3 years of experience, you're not alone. The truth is, this industry can be tough to get into, but it's not impossible. So there is a fastest way to do it, and today I want to show you exactly what that looks like starting in 2025. So by the end of this video, you'll know what hiring managers actually want, the fastest routes that actually work, and the steps that you can take starting to speed things up today. So let's get right into it. So the harsh truth about breaking in. Let's start here. So before we talk about speed, you need to understand why most people take forever to break in. So here's the truth with this, is that most candidates try to take the easy way. So they're going to apply online, they're going to send generic resumes, they don't network, and then they wonder why they never hear back. So medical sales isn't a field where you can just submit an application and wait. It's all about relationships, reputation, and persistence. So if you want to get in and fast, you have to approach it like you're already a rep. So be proactive, be strategic, and willing to do what others won't. So here now we're going to talk about what the hiring managers actually want. So in order to target this, so what do hiring managers actually care about? So in medical device, capital equipment sales, or really any of them, they're looking for three main things. So they're looking for proven sales stability, so you can close deals, manage quotas, and handle rejection. Coachability and grit, so you can take feedback, learn products fast, and handle pressure. And then also professional presence. So you're someone a surgeon or hospital administrator would trust. So all of these things are very important. So that's it. If you can show these three things without even prior medical experience, you're definitely going to be in the running. So your job is to build a profile that checks those boxes as quickly as possible. So step one in doing this is get relevant sales experience. So step one is get relevant sales experience now, the quickest way that you can. So if you don't already have it, you need a stepping stone job that builds the same muscles that medical sales requires. So here's going to be the fastest options for building that sales plug because it is going to be much easier for you. So copier sales, payroll, logistics, SaaS, pharmaceutical sales, if you can get in, that could be a great launch pad to this. Medical distributors or durable medical equipment sales like braces, stimulators, wound care, those types of things, they're a lot easier to get in. So these positions teach you how to sell to professionals, manage territories, and build relationships in exactly the way that those companies want. So even 6 to 12 months in one of those roles is going to make a huge difference for you in applying. So if you're serious about the speed, apply today to one of those jobs that can get you started because it's going to, the sooner you can start your network, the better. So step two is build a powerful LinkedIn presence. So LinkedIn is going to be your billboard to anyone that is going to want to see you. So in 2025, recruiters live on LinkedIn. That's going to be the place where they go the most. So if your profile doesn't scream motivated future medical sales rep, you're going to be invisible to them. So here's how to fix it and fast. So use a professional headshot, dress like a rep and not a student. You don't want to give off the student type of appearance. So here's what you could put: aspiring medical device sales rep, professional headshot, passionate about surgical technology, that kind of thing. So in your about section, tell your story. So why you want to be in medical sales, what you've done to prepare, and what value you would bring to that company if Biden got hired. Start connecting with real reps, comment on their posts, ask questions, and build relationships with them. So within weeks, you'll start showing up in recruiters' feeds. Excuse me. Step three is going to be network like it is your job, because realistically speaking, it is when you first get started. So this is the secret to getting in fast. Almost everyone who breaks in quickly does it through networking and not with job boards. So here's how you're going to be able to do that. So identify reps who work in your area. So look up companies like Medtronic, Stryker, Zimmer, Arthrex, some of the bigger ones that are out there. You could say, hey, my name is X. I'm working towards a role in medical device sales and would love to learn about your experience at whatever company you work at. I'd really value any advice for someone trying to break in. Some will respond, some won't. You have to take that with a grain of salt. So after they respond, ask smart follow-ups and don't beg for a job. So earn their respect first and end every single message with a gratitude and stay in touch. Most people won't respond, and that's fine. You don't need 100. You just need 3 to 5 solid connections who'll vouch for you when an opportunity opens. So the next step is going to be learn the language of the operating room if this is something that you actually want to get into. So you need to sound like someone who belongs in the operating room. That doesn't mean memorizing every bone in the body. It means learning the basics. So start to learn about surgical terminology, operating room protocol, product knowledge. So for your target specialty, spine, ortho, cardio, etc. So you can find free resources online or check out surgical videos on YouTube just to sort of bump that up for you. So when you can confidently talk about how product impacts patient outcomes, not just it's a great device, hiring managers are going to take you a lot more serious, a lot faster. So the next step is nail the interview process. So when that first interview hits, you got one goal. So you got to convince them how hiring you is low risk, right? Because they don't want to do anything that's going to be relatively high risk for them. So you've done your research, you understand your products and the target surgeons that you're going to be wanting to go after, and you've shadowed or spoken with real reps. And you know the lifestyle, so long hours, early mornings, surgical pressure, and you still want to proceed with getting into this kind of role. So you're not trying to sound perfect, you're just trying to show the commitment, the preparation, and the fit. So here's a little bonus tip for you. So if you have a brag book or 90-day plan ready, it does make you look more polished and separates you from 90% of the other candidates that don't do it. So the next one is be strategic about entry points. So if you're still struggling to get traction, even after all of these and months of going, widen your entry points. So many people start with associate rep roles, trainee positions, or even distributor jobs. You might not be in the OR on day one, the operating room, but you'll be building relationships and learning the ropes of it. So once you've proven yourself up, it's a way to move up easier. So don't chase the perfect job, at least at first. Chase the opportunity that gets your foot in the door the fastest. So if you want to break into medical device sales in 2025, here's going to be the roadmap for you, just sort of summarizing this up for you. Get relevant sales experience, optimize your LinkedIn, network like absolutely mad, learn the language of the operating room or whatever space you want to go into, crush your interviews, and then be flexible with your first opportunity that they would give you. So follow that plan with consistency, and I guarantee you're going to cut your break-in time in half. So if you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the post. I'm going to be posting a lot more, recently, and hopefully I'll be able to get one up every single week. And then I will see you in the next one.